Hey guys, the Riffle shuffle is probably the most commonly used shuffle in all of cards, both Magic and just shuffling cards for games. It's a great shuffle, it's fast, it does a really nice job of mixing the cards together and does a nice thorough shuffle, and it looks pretty cool, and here's what it looks like. I'm sure you've all seen it. You get the shuffle and then you get the nice bridge at the end, and it's really fast, really effective. So to do it, you're just going to need a deck of cards. The cards don't have to be new, but it does help if they are somewhat new, because if you know anything about cards, you can kind of feel that newer cards are a little more slick, and they have that nice finish to them still. So if you can, go ahead, grab a deck of cards. The newer the better, but old will work. You're just going to need to put a little more practice into it. So you take your deck, and you're going to start off in the right hand, and you're going to start in what's sort of like a biddle grip, which is just like this, except instead of these three fingers towards the end, you're going to kind of put them closer to the middle of your finger, where past the joint. So if you have your joints right here, you're going to kind of put them in the middle of the two joints. Hopefully I'm doing a good job of explaining that. So like right there. For now, just leave your index finger hanging off, and the point of this is so that the extra space here kind of acts as your second hand when you're doing the riffle, and that way you can hold the second pack of cards without it falling. And there are two ways of doing the riffle shuffle. You can do it on the table, which I guess is like this. I don't really do this anymore, but just like that, where you don't catch it. And I don't know, I feel like that kind of limits you, because when you do the in the hand, first of all, you should do it standing up. Second of all, I think it looks a lot nicer, cleaner. But if you want to try on the table first, that's how I learned it, and then now I only do in the hands. That's the only way I'll do the shuffle, just because it's that, you know, it's that easy and natural for me now. So anyways, like I was saying, back to this grip. You're going to have it, and you're going to get your three fingers holding the bottom of the card. Now with your index finger, you're going to take it, and you're going to kind of bend it underneath and tuck it under. And using this part of your finger, you're going to apply pressure and make a nice bend. You can't really be afraid to bend your cards, or else the shuffle isn't going to go over well, because this shuffle does require a lot of bending. You just have to kind of relax and know that the cards aren't going to get bent in the end if you are fully committed to it. So put a little bend in it, and then ease the pressure on your thumb and let about half of them go. And you want to just practice this step, because this is the whole riffling process. This is basically what you're repeating 3 different times in the shuffle. So just get that, make sure that you're able to hold on to it without the cards falling like I just did. So once you have that, you're going to go on to the next step, and the next step is letting the cards go. You're going to let these cards go into your left hand. So you're just going to kind of drop the cards down and then pick them back up. And if they get out of a nice squared up pile, you can kind of knock them together, just like that. And then you're going to do the same exact thing here. So you're going to keep them kind of in the middle of your fingers. You're going to take your index finger and apply that same pressure. So you're going to put that same bend. And now, with your fingers ready to catch the cards, the cards right here, you're going to go ahead and do that same shuffle that you did before, that you practiced, and now you're going to let them kind of intertwine, and that is the shuffle. So here we go, just like that. And once that's done, you have done the shuffle, and you'll be left with something like this, hopefully. And that means you're ready for the bridge. But let me just go over the actual shuffle real quick again. So you have it in the middle, you riffle down, you go over, you catch with the thumb, knock them together if you need a square, and you shuffle just like that. So now at this point, you should be holding on to the cards still, and you're going to take your index fingers and you're going to move them down, and you are going to bend the cards. And to bend the cards, you just kind of want to scoop in just like that. So we have the cards all ready, and move the index fingers down, and you're just kind of scoop just like that, and it looks and feels like you're bending the cards, and you are bending the cards, but the goal is to get it so the cards flow just like that. Okay, so you have it bent, and you just want to kind of release pressure on your thumbs and keep your thumbs there because you want to guide it and make sure it doesn't snap back up at you. But you just kind of release pressure and let it slide down. And that is the bridge part. And the bridge part's important because it does add that extra flair to it, but it also kind of reverses the bending damage that you've done, because in the beginning you can see that you're putting a lot of bend in it, and then you're putting more bend in it the same way. So if you just leave it like that, the cards will start to develop a little bend. So the bridge kind of reverses that and does a nice job of keeping the card straight. And if you do notice a bend, just kind of give it a nice little dribble. Could not think of the word, but yeah, give it a nice little dribble, just like that, to straighten your cards. So that is the Riffle Shuffle. It's a great shuffle, great to know in Magic and in cards in general. It's a nice life skill to know. Cool little trick. So that's it. If you have any questions, comment, and I will be happy to assist you. But thanks for watching, and remember to like TAGSmagic on Facebook and follow me on Twitter.